Hey everyone, it's Wayne. I just want to do one last fast update here before I gotta get to work today on Monday. There's a lot of boats that are approaching or going through Gray's Reef right now, and they're really hauling. They're going 8 knots every boat, 7 knots at least. Once they turn the corner, I'll show you what that means in a second. They're going 9 knots. So there's a lot of wind out there. The observations are in the 10 knot range out of the sort of south-southwest. But there's no way that boats are going that fast in 10 to 12. Sorry about that, 10 to 12 knot winds. So there's I think the breeze is really on right now. So I just want to show you Gray's Reef, and we're going to go to the race tracker in a second. But let's just get your bearings a little bit. We're going to see this. This is called Skilly. It's sort of a bunch of partially buried islands up here in sort of northeastern Lake Michigan, and it's obviously something you got to go around. The blue means really shallow water, right? The white means deeper water. We're going to see a bunch of boats around here sort of splayed out left to right, and they're all aiming for Gray's Reef and Gray's Reef Light. Gray's Reef does not have an apostrophe, by the way, Gray's Reef, and this lighthouse was once a ship. They used to put a ship there instead of this permanent lighthouse. But when you get to Gray's Reef Light, right, we're going to see all the boats are kind of heading this way. Let me turn my pen on for you. Heading this way right here, right? And now they get a turn. They're going to make a turn sort of this way right here to make it through Gray's Reef. And I'll pick it up from there in a second. So, in order to do that, the wind is, again, coming kind of out of right here, right? Okay, so boats can't sail dead downwind, and you can see this angle is kind of dead downwind. So when they get in here, they're going to have to go this direction for a little while, then probably come back, then back, and stay in this pretty shallow water. They can go a little bit farther out here without really, the water's not 2 feet deep or anything like that. To be safe, though, they should really stay in this channel, which is a big, very well-lit channel. So that's big and exciting there, that they're going to have to sort of jibe through Gray's Reef Channel. And with a lot of boats going through it at once, it makes for some big excitement. Once they get outside of the channel, what they have to do then is they have to, let me just turn my pen back on here, come out and they make a right turn here around, this is called, I think, don't quote me on this, it's, oh, here it is, New Shoal Lighted Buoy number 3. Here's New Shoal number 2. This is actually Lighted Buoy number 3. They don't have to worry about this marker right here, but they go this way. And if I zoom out a little bit, you're going to see they're going to head towards the bridge, basically on a course of east at that point, right? So see, here's where we were a second ago. Here's that buoy, and here's where they're headed. Whoop, this way into the island. Now, when they make that turn, they're going. Remember, the wind's coming from right here-ish, right? They make that turn. Now the wind is on their beam, right, on the side of the boat, which is a really, really, really fast point of sail. It's really the fastest point of sail that you can get in a boat, and that's why we're seeing very, very high boat speeds when we turn the corner, and I think we're going to continue to see them as long as the wind holds out as it is right now. But now, with all that said, just so you guys understand what's going on a little bit here, south-southwest winds, again, let me turn my pen back on here, right? So we've got the wind. You can see the wind's coming out of kind of this direction, maybe just a touch more this way, actually, now that I'm looking at it. And we've got some boats that have the wind coming over the port side of the boat, right? And we got most of the boats with the wind coming over the starboard side of the boat. Okay, so those are the two possible angles that they can sail at. Here's Gray's Reef on this map, about right here, more or less. And you can see up inside the channel, we got some boats going this way and some boats going this way, again, on opposite jibes. This is the rough position of that can I showed you. It's not exactly right on this map. And then they make a right-hand turn and they go charging in here. Now, the interesting thing, now let me just take all these marks off. This is Skilly that I talked about earlier. And I want you to watch that some boats here have got to actually sort of jibe to avoid, see Callisto there, jibing to avoid Skilly. Then we got some boats down here like Jahazi. Big Meanie's already jibed over. Karma's going to be close. I think they're going to make it. And others on this side that got to watch out for Skilly. They have to watch out for Skilly. So I think that's interesting, number one. I think the other interesting thing is now everybody over here on the left, we talked about this earlier today, they've sailed a little extra distance out here because they thought there was more breeze. There's not, right? There's actually a ton of ton of breeze all around, but they have what we call a better angle, a little bit better angle. So they're going to go on average a little bit faster because they're pointing a little bit close. See, let me try this. That's the beam reach with the wind right at a right angle to the boat. The closer you are to that, so if I'm pointed a little more this way instead of a little more this way with my boat, the faster I'm going to go. So these guys, all else we equal, are going to go a little bit faster than these guys, right? But they have a little bit more distance to sail up here. So question remains the same. These guys went down here. They're going to have a little less distance to sail. These guys went up here. They get a little bit better angle. They thought they were going to get a little bit better breeze. When we all come together, the great reckoning here is at Gray's Reef, where we have got to converge. The whole race basically comes down to Gray's Reef, and everyone goes through there. Once we get there, will these boats that have been outside and don't have to do that extra jibe, maybe you can see, by the way, a bunch of other boats here on Port Jibe, kind of converging, getting out of the way of Skillygalee and converging on the rum line here in the entrance to Gray's Reef. But once these boats come together, that's the moment of reckoning to find out really who's in front. Whoever's in front when they cross paths is the boat that's in front for the racing. And from there on, it looks like a real drag race from here. Like, you know, unless we have something weird happen in the passage again where we sort of come to a stop. It looks like generally the order that you come around this canyon is going to be the order that you finish in, again, barring something weird happening and the wind becoming uneven. So I'm going to be less online for the remainder of the day. I wanted to post this video. I think there's a lot of really exciting racing ahead. If you're at the island, go down and watch these finishes. Everyone's coming in under Spinnaker. You got about 40 boats coming in. They're going to start coming in. God, I don't know. This one ought to be under the bridge in just a matter of minutes, actually. And then, again, you're going to see all these guys are going to pile up in a parade. It's just going to be hours and hours and hours of Spinnakers coming through the bridge. It's going to be really a sight to behold. So enjoy, and please keep posting questions and comments. I really enjoy interacting with you, and I'll talk to you later today. Thanks. Bye.